21-year-old Scoot Henderson is really figuring things out, and it's great to see considering fans have been hypercritical of his game so early in his NBA career. And yesterday, in the second half versus the Knicks, he really showcased his potential. Honestly, during the night, he felt unguardable at times, getting downhill, forcing himself to the free throw line. He was playing with that swagger that was advertised before he got drafted. His future is so bright. It's time to give him 30 minutes every night. I'm talking to you, Chauncey Billups. He's ready to break out. Enough is enough. And you want to hear something funny? Well, in the past 20 games where he's really finding his groove as a player, per pivotfade.com, in the 543 minutes he's been on the court, the Blazers have a plus 13.4 net rating. Meanwhile, the 479 minutes with him on the bench, it drops to a negative 7.6 net rating. He's been making a real impact, a winning impact. I know what you're doing, Blazers. You realize you have to play him less than 30 minutes so you can continue to lose for better lottery odds. I am on to you, but now let's take a look at the Knicks film because it's my favorite game of the season from Scoot, despite them losing on a buzzer beater. So his first bucket, he takes a three off the dribble because OG Anunoby got caught on a clinging screen, and Cat stays in drop, disrespecting his shot. His second bucket of the night was a simple catch and shoot three. This is a big improvement area for him. He's way better as a jump shooter, not just eye test wise, but the stats back it up as well. He's shooting 1.3 off the dribble threes at 40.5%. Last season, he shot 1.4 per game at a disturbing 31%. Clearly, he's been in the gym, working on his shot, catch and shoot threes as well. This season, 2.6 per game, 37.3%. During his rookie year, 2.2 per game at 31.3%. He's making the defense pay more for situations where they go under the screen or they just play his drive more, daring him to shoot. It's still a work in progress. Some nights his three isn't really there, but overall it's a night and day difference, not just form-wise, but confidence-wise as well. He's looking to shoot. He wants to shoot. I love his progression in this area, and it is huge for his development moving forward. In this game, he was living at the free throw line, and that's the one quality almost every star player has. So it's good to see. Look at the patience in the pick and roll. Duop doesn't even set a good screen, so Landry Shamet is glued onto him. Scoot says no problem. Nice behind the back dribble, shakes him loose. Then he up fakes and slides under the shot blocker, creating contact and the foul. And of course, he has game-breaking speed. Tamani setting a screen for him. Now, once he hits the Jets, it's over. He is gone. Contact from McBride has no effect. He challenges the rim protector and gets rewarded with 2 foul shots. He has that vision as a driver as well. Hilarious defense from Cat. I mean, he's inviting Scoot to take the baseline. That's literally his only way out. What on earth is Cat doing? I digress. Scoot has his eyes up and notices Tamani sneaking past his defender on the cut. Great chemistry from those two and a great pass from Scoot. He's averaging 5.1 assists per game over the season, which actually leads the Blazers. Pretty crazy considering he's only getting 26.8 minutes per game, lower than everyone on top of that list. Once again, Chauncey Billups, I'm looking at you. Play this man over 30 minutes a night. Going to the second half, got to give props to OG Anunoby here. Scoot fakes the jumper, bursts the speed behind the back. He kind of has a step on OG, but the dude uses his strength to recover in time and get a good contest without fouling. Getting in-game reps in the ISO situation versus a defender like OG is great for Scoot Henderson. Now remember the second three I showed you? Well, that actually happened in the third quarter, but this is what we love about Scoot. Immediately after that shot, He's picking up the ball handler full court, double teaming McBride with his teammate. And then he hits the acceleration button. McBride's contact once again does nothing, and he's finishing at the rim. What a sequence. That had the crowd going crazy. Now we are in the fourth quarter. Reminder, this is a 6'3" guard elevating to the skies to deny the putback attempt from a 7-footer. Those are the little things that don't really show up in the box score. He plays so hard. He makes a two-way impact at his best. Then he caps it off by hitting another three. I mean, come on now. That's a special play. The highlight of the night is next. First, we have to appreciate the screen from the big guy, deleting Mikal Bridges and forcing the switch. Smart basketball here from Scoot. He doesn't force a shot, which sometimes he does, and you're going to see that later in overtime. Instead, he acts like he's retreating, but he hits the in and out burst of speed immediately, and he knows he's quicker, so he just keeps his dribble alive, Tony Parker style, which leads to a layup full speed. That is just a work of art. And then basically the same thing later on. The initial defense from Josh Hart is great, but Scoot is like, can you keep up with that 24/7? Look at my guy touching the floor. Don't worry, he's fine. Spin move immediately after. That's some Kyrie Irving type stuff. Looked like he was completely out of control, was about to lose the ball, but in reality, he was in control the entire time, and he finishes it and one bucket. Now it's 104-98, Knicks lead. It's looking over. Not much time, but Scoot says never give up, kids. He gets a gift from the heavens. Bank shot three-pointer. Still down by 5 points. The next possession starts out with the behind-the-back, in-and-out crossover. Wicked. I mean, just a wicked crossover. And then he takes the contact and finishes through all that traffic. How? Another and one. He's giving them hope. 106-104. And guess who they are going to down the stretch? Scoot Henderson. He flies past Josh Hart. And look at this. We call this learning and growing. He stops on a dime, which takes Hart out of the play. Now Robinson is scared because Scoot is all alone, so he puts himself in a bad position. Fouled as a result. He knocks down 2 free throws like it's nothing. In overtime, he had a beautiful finish over Mikal Bridges. I would have liked to see the Blazers go to him more, but it is what it is. He got blocked on the play. Maybe he was running out of gas. And then this was just insane. What are the referees doing? 111-110. Somehow they don't call the foul, even though he got clobbered. But it is what it is. We move on. I think it's time for him to get like 30 minutes a night. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let me know your thoughts below on his potential. And also, should he get more minutes?